Hello and welcome to the Watchdog News Network, where we talk about news and stuff type things that really pissed us off today. Hey, buddy.
What's up, brother? Can you hear me? Yeah, there it goes.
Hey, so have you ever noticed that a house or an apartment that was next to you was vacant, and then suddenly it wasn't?
Yeah,
Have you
usually it follows. It's usually followed by the lawn getting mowed, and you see maybe even see a moving truck in the middle of the night. Because they're having to do it after work and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean.
Right. Well, if you were at work at night and somebody moved in during the day or whatever the case may be, and you didn't notice that they had moved in, that could probably be a little bit startling.
It could be.
And you might even call the police.
Maybe.
Well, this is one of those instances. Man, just listen to let's listen to the 911 call. Links in the description if you want to watch the original.
Oh, hi. I want to report a suspicious activity.
Okay, and where is it happening?
Okay, I live on, and I was pulling out of the driveway to go home. And my neighbor's house is the 5111, and she passed away. The house is empty, and now there is a African American with sweatpants, flip-flops, and a white shirt sitting on the front door.
Okay, and what's the street? I got the address.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got nervous. Oh, Arrowhead Drive.
Okay, on Arrowhead, perfect. So you said this person is by 5111 at the neighbor's and she's recently passed away.
Yes, the house is empty.
Okay. And where did you see this person at?
Oh, I was pulling out of the driveway to go home, and I saw him sitting on the step at the front door.
Okay, so just sitting on the step by the front door.
Yes, it's close to the front door, yes.
Sure. Okay. All right. We will have an officer go over there and check them out.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay. You're welcome.
Oh, this is fantastic. This concerned neighbor, she's doing such a good job for her community. She's paying attention to what's going on around her. The neighbor died. Now there's a black guy in the house who's sitting by the front door. Fantastic. That's definitely some suspicious activity that needs to be reported. But so it's not racist if you say that the Negro is a black man. There is an African American being suspicious over there, right? It's still racist.
I want to take a moment to say hi to everybody that's joined in. Thank you all for coming. We really appreciate it. Here's some more of the video.
Check person, do you want to head over to, there's a resident, I think she saw someone sitting on the front step. Caller thinks this is suspicious because the house may be vacant.
Hey, turn the output up a little bit, if you don't mind.
Did you clear the first one then?
Negative, I'll just reassign you.
Copy, I'll go to Arrowhead first.
Of course.
Go ahead and clear first one is beating someone else.
So how many cops are on?
I've heard two different ones.
Clear
at least.
first one is beat info, but I'll swing down that way and take a gander.
10-4.
So there's, I believe that's two police officers are on the way, and one of them was on another call.
Right, but she said she would take care of that.
Copy 23.
So now 3 police officers have had to change what they were doing for a suspicious person sitting at the front.
Got an open door.
Copy, open door 1101.
And the door's open at 11:01. That was the first one.
Yeah, no,
31, are you close? Whoever's close, come here. We got someone inside the house.
There's somebody inside the house and the front door was open.
22 copy. 31 from the high school.
Was that dude coming in from the high school?
Sure, my computer is down. You on Arrowhead? Okay.
I'm not sure what that meant.
Copy. 22 out.
Copy 23.
So I think that's the second one that arrived. Or,
I lost count.
I think that's the first guy and he got out. So he's just now getting out. He saw somebody inside the house and the front door was open.
Copy 0323.
Yeah, there's a new one on scene now.
Okay.
So that would be 2 on scene.
22, we're making entries from this front.
Now they're going in the house.
Copy, making entry at 1105 in the front.
So they're making. They just walked right
Copy
in.
3123.
They just walked right in, making entry because the front door was open.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
22, we got 1 detained. We're 10-2.
Copy, 1 detained at 1106.
So 60 seconds later, they already had the guy detained.
Right.
Fantastic.
I mean,
31 to 22. Yeah, go ahead. Left a message from Mark. I think if you're satisfied, everything's 10-2, we can be good. Yeah, we're just going to have Keontae try him once here, and then we'll clear, so if you want to head out, you can. Got it.
So they walk.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no pic. There's no picture. This is all audio recording. Just so these cops show up, walk straight into the house, and detain the dude.
22.
The subject that was detained was released. 33 is going to add some more comments, and we'll be 10-8.
10-4.
They said they released him.
and that's what it said. And then he said he was 10-8.
33.
No video.
10-8 with a short report.
10-4.
Hey, Chris, Stephanie, QLD, Tim Strait. Fuck DSS, hey buddy. Untouchable Patriot, observing paranoid people. Invalid name. You should probably get that checked out. Pugface.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
That door's not open.
That door was not open. I mean, from the call, it sounded like a normal call, right?
Yeah, front door's open.
Yeah.
10-4.
I see somebody inside the house.
Right. Because it's unlocked, he decides that he needs to. I didn't even see him attempt to knock on the door.
No, he checked to see if it was unlocked.
Police department. Anyone here? $31, are you close? You want to come out here? What's that? Whoever's close, come here. We got someone inside the house.
Look at him all being quiet about pulling his gun out.
Right. Well, at this point, he should be afraid. Right. He should be nervous now. He just opened. He's all alone. He just opened somebody's front door. I mean, that would make me uncomfortable. It should make you uncomfortable. It should make him uncomfortable. Right. So from what it sounded like maybe okay. So maybe what we heard was the second guy saying that he was out. So what I expect to see is 2 additional officers.
Okay.
I think that maybe this guy showed up and then somebody else showed up. But from I don't know, because in the beginning it said that he was out, and he saw somebody inside the house. So maybe that was this guy and he was already at the door, but he said that the door was open. Right. So maybe the dispatch audio that we heard was slightly before he turned the body cam on.
Okay.
I'm trying. I at least that's my current understanding. It's probably going to change as we watch a little bit more of this.
All right. Let's see.
So just hanging out by this dude's. He already talked. Did
Yeah.
you talk to him?
No. See, this dude's ready to kill somebody. This dude's ready to kill somebody. He's telling everybody else to go back inside.
Was that a citizen?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Let me rephrase that. I would assume so because he's not waving him in. He's damn sure not a sovereign citizen.
Ooh, that was a good one. That was a fans only joke.
Indeed.
If you understand the truly only fans only jokes, you are legend. Oh my goodness! Skip forward a little bit. Fuck. So three police officers got redirected to a suspicious activity house because a neighbor saw a black guy.
Whoa. Wait a minute. He said something to him, and since right at the time that I spit it up. So.
Yeah.
Oh, he's singing. Sounds like it. It sounds like he's singing.
Put on these fancy dancy headphones. Oh, here comes the big badass here. The owner's died, so it should be naked, but he's in the back. I can hear him talking. Do you want one of us to go live? You want to know who the firecracker is? I announced and he started talking to himself.
You know, it's like he might have headphones on.
So that was the second officer that arrived said that they were making entry from the front. So now we know a little bit more context.
Police department, come out with your hands up. Come out with your hands up.
Very technically savvy.
Okay.
Keep walking.
Here.
Okay.
Okay. Come on out here. You don't live here.
My coach's house, Coach Rundle.
Okay.
He let me and Torrance stay here. You can call him and ask him.
Okay. Go ahead and just, for right now, just turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Is it Keontae?
Yes, it's Keontae.
Okay.
Okay.
Put your hands behind your back for a second. We're just going to detain you.
Why am I leaving his name, though?
Because you don't live here, and the person that lived here passed away. So
Okay, can you guys call Coach Rundle?
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
we'll deal with
Okay.
that. So
Yeah.
nobody else is here, Keontae?
No, Torrance gone.
Wow.
The Cubs, though, for
Yep,
real.
hold on a second.
'Cause my wrist is a little broken.
Is that better?
Yeah.
So this is the reason why you're here. Someone called because they.
I know, because I'm a black man and it's that lady right
So-
there. Even though she.
Oh!
That
Oh,
wasn't-
he knows.
It's because the person that lived here is passed.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, you're right, buddy. Man, you nailed that right on the. Oh, he
gonna
fucking
detain you.
nailed it.
Why am I leaving his name, though?
Because you don't live here, and the person that lived here passed away. So
Okay, can you guys call Coach Rundle?
Yeah,
then?
that's what we're going to do.
we'll deal with
Okay.
that. So
Yeah.
nobody else is here, Keontae?
No, Torrance gone. Can you loosen the Cubs, though, for real?
Yep, hold on a second.
'Cause my wrist is a little broken.
Is that better?
Yeah.
So this is the reason why you're here. Someone called because they.
I know, because I'm a black man and it's that lady right
So-
there. Even though she waved at me.
That wasn't
It's
who.
because the person that lived here is passed.
Okay.
Right. And they're concerned that it got broken into or something. So we'll. Do you have a phone with his number in it that we can
Yes,
call him?
I do.
Mark?
Mark
Yeah.
Ronald.
Yeah.
Mark Ronald?
Yeah.
Do you know?
She just, lady across the street just said that you're living here for like 2 months or something like that.
Yes.
Okay. Someone
She
else.
wasn't the one that called.
Yeah. Another neighbor called.
Yeah.
Said it should
I
not
know who
be.
he is. You can.
So turn around. I'm gonna take him off for you quick. And we'll go grab your phone and get on the phone with Mark. Okay.
Why would you? Wait a minute. They just confirmed. Why the fuck do you continue?
Right.
You should take the cuffs off the man, apologize to him, and get the fuck out of the house.
They should beg his forgiveness for entering the house and to begin with. It's not his house, right? But he still has rights there. It's private property. There's private property rights. They can't do that shit. Right. The pig said that the door was open. The door wasn't open. The door was unlocked. There's a huge difference there. I can shut the bathroom door and not lock it and have a reasonable expectation of privacy on the other side.
Yeah.
Right. So just because I didn't lock the bathroom door while I'm taking a shit inside my own house doesn't mean that the police can enter my house because the neighbor smelled something fishy. And by the time they just barely got this guy arrested at gunpoint. What if he had headphones on and didn't hear them say that and came outside to go take a shit?
I don't
Right?
have to take a shit.
What if he was sitting there? What if he was sitting there making, with his headphones
Sweet love
on,
by the fire.
right, packing boxes or something, and wanted to go outside and smoke a cigarette. So he comes out that room with his hand in his pocket, pulling out a pack of cigarettes and a lighter, and these fucking jumpy ass pigs see us,
Mm-hmm.
ooh, this guy's fucking scary. Like he's at least 7 feet tall. He's at least 7 foot tall, and he looks like he could roll a joint with a frying pan. And he's black, so
You got his
he's
number?
got to be armed. He's probably on cocaine.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So neighbor called a different neighbor, not her, and said that nobody should be in this house.
You still working, Keontae?
Yeah.
Man,
It's a good job over there.
That's a good job over there. Oh
Except
man,
First, I'm on vacation.
yeah.
Oh, they guys have you laid off too for a while for this stuff or what? Do you have
Like
his info or?
Yeah.
Got it from the school records, but
Okay. Do you have ID on you by chance or
My
no?
wallet's in the room.
You want to go grab it quick?
No, I don't. No, my God, he turned his back on the police. Holy shit! You don't disrespect the king.
And come back out.
Are they gonna pull their guns back out?
no.
Then why don't they fucking get the fuck out of the house and leave him alone? Why is there 15 more minutes of this?
Yeah, mom and dad. And then I asked if it was up for sale, but he's like, no, they're holding on to it. So he's a coach.
Coach
Mark?
Wendell, yeah. He's like the offensive line coach or something for varsity.
Okay, so they know enough about the person who confirmed the identity of this individual who's inside this house, that they know where he works, that he's a coach, what he coaches, and what positions he coaches. Right? He's the offensive line coach. Right? I mean, come the fuck on. Come the fuck on. If you don't believe that guy, come on. I mean, come the fuck on.
No,
Jesus
really.
Christ, come the fuck on, you dirty little piggy.
Keontae, if you can't find it, it's not a big deal, man.
Yeah, I left it in Torrance' car.
That's all right. I got your info and records.
So why did you ask for it, you fucking asshole?
See, that's just it. Here's the good cop not doing what he's supposed to with the bad cop, right? We're watching from the bad cop's chest, right?
Well, now it's just process and procedure. They're gonna go through the process because that's what robots are trained to do.
Call in and do this again, okay? So
okay, how is having this guy's information gonna prevent other people from calling in and being fucking Karens? That's right. That doesn't make any. No, people are Karens because they're Karens and they're always Karens. Other people are assholes because they're assholes and they're always assholes. I should know.
Guys are staying here so they don't call in and do this again, okay? So, do you guys have a vehicle or no?
Torrance have a vehicle.
Okay, what vehicle is it?
Torrance have a Ford Focus.
Ford
Taurus.
What color do you know?
It's black.
Okay, so I'll let them know.
Oh shit!
Oh
goddamn!
Vehicle is going to be here and stuff. Okay. So this crap doesn't happen again because I don't want to put you through it again.
I don't want to put you.
I don't want to put you through it again.
You shouldn't have put me through it the first time.
Right.
I mean, so it even okay. They got a call that this house might be being robbed. Did they have any reason to believe that this person didn't belong there? They had a report. So you go to investigate a suspicious activity. You knock on the door. You don't open the door. Right? The reason this cop called for backup is because he said that he announced himself and this person started talking to himself. So why don't you announce again? Right? You entered a house that you don't belong in. What if there was what if they weren't robbing the motherfucker? What if it was a few of them?
Right.
So now you walked into an ambush because what? You don't do this. Just stop doing this. People get pissed off over this. It's a little thing, right? But this guy doesn't think that this is just a little thing.
Right.
He knows what's going on. He said, because I'm a black man and I'm in this house. Right.
I know, right?
And that lady called, and it was that lady right there. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
At least they dispelled that one for him. It wasn't that lady, it was somebody else.
Hey, when a citizen calls and makes a complaint and the police officers go out there and make an arrest, do the police officers then give the hall monitor a badge or some sort of sachet to wear to signify their allegiance to the crown?
Well, they give them those stickers that they put on the back of their cars.
Oh yeah. You have to buy those, and they're quite expensive. Actually, those stickers are far more expensive than anything that you could purchase on Watchdog News Network at Teespring.
Indeed.
Right. We should have a continue. I'm not going there.
But yeah, he said that nobody should be here and such. So Mark must have not told him that you guys are staying here, and he was concerned.
Why the fuck does
the door and I could hear you talking back there? So okay.
Yeah, I was on the phone.
Wait for Off Schneider just to get a hold of Mark quick, and then we'll get out of here for you. Yeah, I'll go talk to Kevin quick. That's fine.
Okay, so I mean, I know that this guy didn't get killed. Okay, but he could have. He was on the phone and didn't
answer,
hear it. If
but-
he had come out to smoke
But it sounds like another neighbor knows that you guys are here, so
That would be like Mark to let both these guys stay here too.
Yeah.
So.
yeah. So it's a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding. No, you're cops planning.
When I told him that you've been staying here for 2 months, he's like, first time ever seeing you guys here. So
we is going to be staying for 2 months.
Oh.
Oh, so you just started?
Yeah, like yesterday, Tom moved this stuff in.
Oh crap! I was gonna say because otherwise he's like, you guys flew under the radar for 2 months.
And they're both big black guys. So.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. That's it. That's fucking it. 2 big black guys.
Oh, I've never seen these guys before. Okay, so now you have to. Now it's a requirement that you have to go and introduce yourself to all the neighbors anytime you go anywhere. What if this guy was a contractor, huh?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
He'd still be.
Okay. So, this is a house and the person died, right? Oftentimes they will leave all the furniture in the house and call contractors in to do minor repairs and touch ups and they might shampoo the carpet or some shit like that so that they can have an open house or an in-house sale, right? An estate sale.
Right.
So sometimes as a contractor, you go into a house and you're carrying a bucket full of tools, and a tool bag, and heaven for fucking bid, this guy should be pulling useless nails out of the wall or hanging photos with a hammer or, oh man, it would be really bad if he was carrying a 5-in-1 tool.
Oh gosh.
Right.
That would have been horrible for him.
Yeah. If he was carrying around a bucket full of mud in a 501 tool when he came out of that room, he might have gotten shot.
Mm-hmm.
Right. If he went outside to smoke a cigarette and he had his hands in his pocket on the phone when he came around the corner, or had a Bluetooth in, dude, like this could have gone so bad, and it's already bad. They entered a house with no reason really, because somebody else was suspicious because they didn't know somebody. I mean, I get it, right? Look out for your neighbor. This is a house that everybody knows that. I mean, obviously they know the person who used to live there.
Right.
So they're trying to be good neighbors, right? It's not the neighbors that's a problem. It's that the police react to a phone call with at least
without actually doing true investigation. They act as the phone call was the gospel, right? And tells the exact story that they need to hear to.
So this dude didn't even know that these cops were in the living room when he was in this other room.
Yeah. Had no clue.
Wow.
Right. And as soon as he actually announced himself, right, as police officers, he came right out.
Right. So what was the whole thing? What
Are you sure you announced yourself well enough, man?
He didn't say it very loud.
Right.
I mean, hey,
Listen,
I was, I grew up watching cop movies and thinking that cops are heroes and shit like that, right? Well, what I remember, police, open the door!
Right?
No, this guy's like, hello,
police department.
Police. I didn't hear anything. I need backup. Suspicious person.
I mean, how about ring the fucking doorbell, and if everybody scatters like cockroaches, then go fucking crazy.
Right. Try ringing the doorbell first like a normal person.
I mean,
what the fuck? I mean,
it's kind of one of those things.
Yeah, it is. I don't even like walking up somebody's driveway. Right. No. So like, I've done door-to-door advertisements and cold sales and shit like that. Right. You don't even walk through people's grass, right? No. You walk down the sidewalk, even though it's a huge pain in the ass.
Right. And they circle you back and forth like a DMV line.
Yeah. You
still walk the sidewalk.
A normal person doesn't go up to a door and check to see if it's unlocked. That's criminal behavior.
Yes.
That's the
normal persons walk up and or Boom, boom.
Even the fucking FedEx guy rings the doorbell before it,
Yeah, you know what's funny about those guys is that, it seems that the FedEx guys, the UPS guys, hell, even the Amazon guys, at least they take a picture of what they delivered, right, and send it to you from Amazon. But it's like you ring it, and they're like, it's like, I don't know, it's like you expect to, you walk out the door and there's the bag of, dog shit on fire or something, Nobody's standing around. Nobody's
has never killed a dog. I asked him. Yeah, they've never shot a dog. Right? Wow, that's a thing.
It is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like chocolate. That's
fantastic. Yeah, it is. Police officers are like a box of chocolates, aren't they? Not only do you never know what they're going to get, but it will kill your dog.
Mm-hmm.
You guys flew under the radar for 2 months.
And they're both big black guys. So.
Yeah.
Wait.
Because otherwise he's like, you guys flew under the radar for 2 months.
And they're both big black guys.
What the fuck does the big black guy have to do with it?
It's suspicious. We got to check it out. Do I say it? Do I dare say it?
Probably too soon.
Oh, shit. Right. I mean, insert your racist, stereotypical comments here. Because it's big black guys. He's right. He's not wrong. I mean, I can't be upset with a police officer for noticing the obvious.
Right. But, I mean, that's not suspicious by itself.
Yeah.
I mean, no, really. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh, my God.
I got one more that I want to... There's one more I want to hit up.
Throw it out.
I'm working on it. Let's see here. Where is it? I'm working on it. We got to,
Thank God he wasn't a big green guy.
Oh, my gosh. Isn't that the truth?
Yeah. I mean, so it's we see this all the time. It's called Kops planning. They're trying to justify everything that they did because of some sort of overlying safety concern. I don't see any exigent circumstances here.
I didn't either.
I don't know why they would have entered the house.
I don't know either. But
see, the first guy did all the work.
This guy.
Hey, this is actually a fantastic thing. We should probably do a whole show on that one. So this is the former police chief of Corona, Michigan. Former police chief because this town of 5,000 citizens had 15,000 complaints to city council just before they had a council meeting. And the council decided that they didn't want this shit representing their town. I mean, this officer representing their town. So they fired his ass. He was about to retire in January.
So they fired him without cause. So he was able to keep his pension for now.
Without cause? I'm pretty sure that there was a cause.
Oh, there was completely a cause. But, on the official narrative, it's without cause. Right.
See, and that's another problem because that's obviously not true.
It's obviously not true.
I mean, objectively. Obviously.
Point of order.
Who could possibly think that this guy was fired for no reason?
I mean,
Look at him walking.
Right, you can go back and see the other one where they tell him to actually, right?
First Amendment protected activity.
I need to get out of here.
Nope.
Get out of here.
This is a First Amendment protected activity. Do not touch me.
You go or I'm gonna arrest you. Out of here.
For what?
I'm gonna arrest you.
Do you want to cause
For
a scene and
interfering.
get this guy upset?
Get out of here.
I'm not interfering
You're
with
gonna
anything.
get him
I'm plenty
upset.
far away.
You're gonna get him upset.
That's why I'm standing behind the pole.
We don't need the camera here. Out of here.
We don't need the camera here.
Look at
Well,
it. Look, I understand it's a thing, right? But this is absolutely news. It's definitely news for that town. Come
exactly.
on, buddy. And they
And-
never want to hear it because they're always right. And this goes back to the cops explaining thing. They get away with explaining away everything that they do, to the point that they never do anything wrong. Everything
Right.
they fucking do is protected. And even if it's not, they claim qualified immunity because they didn't know that they weren't supposed to do that. They thought they had the power to do so. So if you think that you can enter somebody's house without permission or cause or anything, then that's okay to do so because you didn't know. What other job is it okay to be fucking stupid?
I meteorologist. I mean, I hate to group those two together. You know, because at least they're trying to provide a service, right? You know.
If I was a meteorologist, I would be highly upset with you.
Send it to me, Steph. Hey, I want to take a minute to say hi to everybody. Stephanie, London, Spike Love, Save the Humans, fuck DSS, Miss Word.
Yeah, fuck
What is up? The Google Mod team, Tim Straight, QLD, Joe Black, Radio Nerd. Hey, Tim Straight, the Eric Brandt Show. Let's see here, unsuppressed. Let's see here, make sure I get as many people as I can. Thank
Even
you, little
McDonald's
brother. I see you in there, Top
procedural
Rock.
compliance. You know, if I didn't know, if I was working at McDonald's and I didn't know that you had to cook the meat, and I just like, oh, sorry, boss, I didn't know that you had to cook the meat. It'd be like, dude, you're fucking retarded. You're fired.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm a cop, and I didn't know that I couldn't just walk into people's house and, point guns at them because I thought that they might be black.
There's one for you right there. Spike says it pretty good. Right? I tried that defense once. It doesn't work for citizens. That's how she got her first felony.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
That's fucking insane. Right?
What are you going to arrest me for?
For interfering.
How am I interfering standing this far back?
Back.
Right.
How
And that's
am I
something that
obstructing?
this is the part that kills me is that he is literally so far away right now. If you look over the police's shoulder there's 3 other people behind there, right? One of the Chiefs guys and 2 of the state boys out there.
Yeah, because the person standing way away at the next pole, mind you, the person standing at the next pole is too much of a problem. But the sounder of swine parked at the end, that's okay. Right. Yeah, that's fine. Like, this guy does it. He firmly believes if he comes down off that tower that everything's going to be fine. Bullshit. So, I mean, what are you supposed to do? What is that guy supposed to do? You're not allowed to have a mental health crisis. They respond with police. This guy, they responded with this guy. This guy came out there.
Right. And this guy's supposed to negotiate this dude getting down?
Right. So here's another thing. Police officers are people, despite popular belief. Police officers are people, and sometimes police officers have bad days. They might be going through, they might have just lost their dog or some shit, and he's having a rough day. Maybe he just found out that his wife is fucking the fireman.
Oh, even worse.
Right.
Even worse.
Right. So now he comes up. He shows up to work today. His wife's fucking the fireman. This guy's up there on the tower because his girlfriend's fucking the same fireman. Right. He's like, whatever it is, or maybe this guy is the fireman. Who knows? Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe this guy's fucking the fireman's wife, and that's the fireman. At some point you're going to have to realize that that police officers are not robots, even though they pretend to be. So they come out there and do this kind of shit because they're stressed out over something else.
What?
So yeah, so he's obviously stressed out over the situation that's going on behind him, and
Right.
he's gonna take it out on this guy. At least that's what it looks like.
Oh, come on. How can he not know that?
Know what?
That his wife's fucking the fireman.
Oh, his wife's
Come
definitely
on.
fucking the fireman.
Dude, it's a small town. They know what color it is before it hits the toilet. Are you shitting me?
Mm-hmm. Hey, you know what? You know how you know that the fireman's fucking your wife?
When his embroidered underwear is left on the floor.
Because the bed's wet.
Right. That is.
Don't mess.
Yeah.
This guy, this cop says, "Don't mess with me right now. I'm under more pressure than Otto's flip flop." Oh, that was some good shit.
I can tell you to leave.
Yeah, it's public property.
No, so you go.
Look right there. So the one thing that gets me about this is once we get up to the actual, nitty gritty part, let's go ahead and skip up to that part. But he says
Go.
Public
it's city.
property.
Get out of here. I'm going to arrest you.
For what?
I just told you.
You want to get a lawsuit?
I don't care what you do. You're getting out of here.
You know why he doesn't care? Senioritis, right? Senioritis. He's on the way out. He's checking out. He doesn't care anymore.
He's a month away from retirement. A couple months. He was supposed to retire in January. It's currently November.
Yeah.
So he's 2 months away from retirement. I mean, it looks like his hair's already given up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I gave up a long time ago. I mean. All right. So let's go on down here a little bit. I think it's right here. Oh. We're about right here. All right.
Interfering, resisting obstruction. Okay, my hard way.
Up off that glass.
You're violating my rights.
So I can be a real asshole, huh?
Well, you're being one, so why not?
No.
Yeah. You're violating my rights.
No,
sir.
listen. I give a fuck about your rights right now.
Really?
I'm not politically correct. So shove that up your ass. I could give a fuck less what you think. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
I'm worried about that guy jumping off that goddamn.
And that's why I was hiding behind the
And I don't
pole.
need you here doing this shit.
I don't need you here doing this.
hard way.
I don't give a fuck about your rights. Well, Officer Douchebag, I don't give a fuck about your rights. I don't give a fuck about your rights, specifically your right to life, your right to liberty, and your right to property.
In that order.
In that order. God damn. So you either have rights or you don't. And if you don't give a fuck about my right to criticize you or to record events of public, if he was just standing there, would that have been okay? If he was standing there with a piece of paper and a notepad and drawing the situation, would that have been okay? If he had set up an easel and began to paint it, would that have been okay?
No, I think he'd had to actually be chiseling this out of stone.
If he set up a block of marble and he was chiseling a gigantic,
statue of the police chief.
Oh yeah, yeah. As he was heroically defending the Constitution of this country, which he took an oath to, presumably.
That arm extended out, I mean. So here's a viewer submission that'll just make your fucking blood boil. Right? I mean, that one's bad enough, but the thing that I was thoroughly impressed with was that, part of the town wasn't surprised that this has happened. Other parts of the town was like, oh my gosh, really? And when you tell them, don't listen to me, go look at the video yourself, right? It tells the story, But, if I was needing a tow in that town or if I was needing propane, I'd think twice. I'd get it out of town. But let's see here. So this one comes in from, I think, same state, eh?
Off the top at 11 tonight, we are learning some new details about what loved ones say happened to an Allegan County man who died after a struggle with police early this morning.
News 8's Jacqueline Francis talked with the victim's family, and she's live in the newsroom now
Wait,
with what they
I
had
don't.
to say.
Why is this
Jacqueline?
news? That's a white guy. I don't want to talk about a white guy.
Yeah,
Did the
well,
cops kill
tough
a white
shit.
guy?
Tough shit.
Did he die?
Yeah, they smothered his ass.
God damn it! We can't cover this. This doesn't fit
well.
with our narrative.
Yeah, that's all right.
Sue and Brian, Nathan Strample's family is accusing police of using excessive force, saying he was smothered and tased to death, while police tell us he put up, quote, considerable resistance.
Well, when you're dying, you always put up considerable resistance.
You know, the last time I was being choked to death, I put up a pretty good resistance too.
Yeah. Glad you made it through it.
Hey, you know what? I'm pretty sure that the Nazis also charged all the Jews with destruction of public property from scratching the paint off the inside of the gas chambers.
Mm-hmm.
Is that too soon?
Probably.
Maybe.
This here is a picture of Strample and his two kids taken years back. Now, when it comes to the investigation into his death, state troopers and county deputies say it all started this morning when they responded to a domestic disturbance in the village of Pullman. It's a small town between Allegan and South Haven. When police tried to arrest the 40-year-old, they say he fought back. At some point, officers realized Strample wasn't breathing.
About the time he gave up the fight, huh?
Hey, you know what? He quit breathing at some point. I don't know how the fuck that happened, but he just, at some point he just stopped breathing. I think he stopped breathing right after he was breathing. Mm-hmm. I think that he has been breathing for quite a long time with no problem. I'm pretty sure he was breathing before you got there, and then after he didn't. So at some point he must have stopped breathing, huh? I mean,
he probably died from excited delirium.
It was probably excited
delirium.
Was. Yeah.
Probably
Speaking
was.
of excited delirium, I think the dog's decided she's going with us.
Okay. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Don't let her get away with that shit. All right. Thanks, buddy.
Tonight, as state police continue to investigate the incident, the victim's family wants answers. Loved ones telling us Strample struggled with mental illness and was having an episode this morning when the victim's mother called police. We expect to learn more from state.
They say the family says that he struggled with mental illness and he was having an episode. All right. So it comes and goes, and the family is aware of this. The police came to help. They're only here to help.
Spike's got it. Spike has it. He intentionally quit breathing to make the piggies look bad.
Yeah. I have no reason to think that that's not a true statement.
I don't either.
Yeah. Oh no. That can't be the case. This is this is a white guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he probably did that just so that people could say that the cops finally killed a white guy. It always goes back. It's always developed that way. When it's a black guy, they talk about it being a black guy, right? That's like the thing, and we do it too, right? But if you'd notice that in the video where they went into the dude's house, the caller says, an African American man, right? The cops say, "Oh, and you're a big black guy," right? They're not mentioning that here. They're not saying, "Oh, a white man was tased and smothered by police." They're not, come on, let's do it. Let's keep going. This, fuck that fucking retarded shit.
Police about what led to Strample's death in the coming days, as an autopsy is scheduled for tomorrow. MSP said because a trooper from its 5th district was involved, state police from a neighboring district will take over the investigation into his death. In the meantime, the family says they're mourning the loss of the loving father, brother, and friend. Live in the newsroom, Jacqueline Francis.
That's it? Right. That's all that's it?
That's all they're going to give.
We had body cams from George Floyd the same fucking day. Well, not body cams. We had, I think that was a side camera, but they released that pretty quick. When are they going to release this?
Yeah.
I want to see it. Hey, are we going to start? Are we going to protest for this one, or are we just going to let that one go? Right.
Somebody needs to call it.
I would like them to put out. In the 50s, the thing was that the chant was equality, right? And it's still equality, but now everybody is being treated like we're black in the 50s. They're lynching motherfuckers. The Klan went blue.
Mm-hmm.
They're all wearing blue now. They took off the funny little pointy hats and put on a badge. At least that's what it looks like. Now this guy, yeah, he's white, but that's not the point. It's the mentality. They get away with doing it this time. They continue to do it, right? They fucking smothered this guy because people are people and we all die the same. So they've been doing this all the time. We're just seeing it now.
Right.
Someone call White Lives Matter. That's funny.
Yeah, man. Holy shit.
I just wish that we police should, maybe the cops should have been there, right? The cops should have been there, but if he's having a mental health issue, can we get a counselor?
That's too logical, man. Stop thinking that way.
What town was this in, Stephanie, if you know?
It was in Pullman, Pullman.
Pullman, Michigan.
Yep.
Fantastic. We cover a lot of these stories, and when you hear about one person being choked to death, you suddenly start hearing about a lot more of it. And they've been choking people forever, and that's an easy way to get somebody to comply. We're not supposed to be getting killed in the street. It's supposed to be taken to court, and that's supposed to be a civil process, right? Where you're innocent until you're proven guilty, and
bullshit,
and all these things. But that's not the way it is. You're taken to jail, and you're held
as if you are guilty.
Yeah, and then at some point in the future, you might get a chance. But you're probably not going to get that far. Most people plead guilty to whatever it is, or take a plea deal for something far less, so that they get that precious time served. So they charge you with a felony resisting. What they charge that? It was the guy in Corona. They charged him with obstruction, interference,
felony.
And resisting.
Yeah, felony obstruction and
felony.
Interference. Yeah, he was looking by the shit that they put on him. He was looking at 2 years behind jail because that cop wanted to say what he was saying. And I guarantee you, if he hadn't had that fucking video going, had he not been recording, his ass would still be sitting in jail.
I'll give you something better than that, buddy. That there's more to that video than just the meat and potatoes. It continued to live stream well into the police department, and that is some fantastic information we've had. That's not the first time. Wait, was it Michigan? Where
it was.
It was Michigan where they tried to put it in a can.
Yeah.
All right, hey,
people called them. We got people calling in. Quote: "We have people calling in saying that it's still live streaming." And then they all start whispering around it like they're not going to be able to be heard on a freaking microphone, a cell phone microphone. Are you shitting me?
Good shit, man. It's good shit. So Michigan's had a really bad year. They've had a really bad year.
Yeah.
And people are getting tired of that shit, and I think that might have something to do with the way people voted. I think that is that people are looking for a fix, and they keep being told to vote. Do something, say something. So they're doing something and they're saying something. More and more people are leaving their house with the intent to film the police.
Yeah, Michigan watcher, he was in jail for 22 fucking hours. People told him that he was diabetic and he needed his, medicine, There's a lot behind the scenes, especially with the fucking, state boy going, oh, this is what you wanted. You got what you wanted. You got what you wanted. Not really, man. He came out there to film that story and, show you guys getting that old boy down and taking him with a blanket around him to somewhere to get some, real help.
Hey, look, man,
no,
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The footage that he was getting of the man on the tower was interesting, but and newsworthy, right? It was worthy of conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It was worthy of discussion,
right?
But it wasn't national fucking news, right? It's not something that everyone would be sitting here talking about a week later. The police made a fucking spectacle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And oftentimes they turn around and say that we're the problems because we are reporting and they get phone calls and negative reviews on the internet. That's what happens when people talk about things. And if you don't want it to be talked about, don't do anything that's newsworthy, because that's what
there's ways of making the news.
So, I mean, people will not talk about things that are not interesting. So if somebody is talking shit about you, just remember that that's because you are worthy of them spending enough of their brain power to think about you. Isn't that fantastic? And it really does bring joy to my heart to know that so many people are willing to dedicate their entire life to talking shit about somebody else. What a great and prosperous and free country where we can talk shit about other people on the internet. And if that's what we choose to do with our lives, we can spend our entire life talking shit about other people on the internet. Isn't that great? And if other people on the internet agree with us, they can also talk shit about people on the internet. And then all of a sudden, you get Facebook. I fucking love you guys. Well, most of you. You know the ones. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah. Good shit, guys. Well, let's end this one and go find some more shit.
All right, guys. Thanks for showing up. Y'all have a great one. We're out of here.